Hello and welcome. We are discussing PYQs of HCF now, and the theme is simple cases of HCF. So, before dealing with any question based upon this theme, let's understand what is HCF. Whether you say HCF or you say GCD, both of these have same meaning. HCF stands for highest common factor, whereas GCD stands for greatest common divisor. Now, whether you say factor or you say divisor, it is one and same thing. Now, suppose we are having two numbers. One is 12, another number is 18. If I want to talk about factors of 12, so factors are factors of 12, 1, 2. So factors of 12 are all those numbers that will divide 12 completely. So 1 will divide 12 completely, 2 will divide 12 completely, 3 will divide 12 completely, 4 will do 6 and then 12. So how many factors of 12 are there? 12 has 6 factors. Or on the other hand, I can say how many divisors of 12 are there? 12. So 6 divisors of 12 are there. Okay. Now, let's talk about divisors of or factors of 18. So see, 1 will divide 18 completely, 2 will divide 18 completely, 3 will do that, 6 and 9 and 18. So these are the factors or divisors of 18. Now, since we are talking about highest common factor or we are talking about greatest common divisor, so out of these number, first of all, let's mark common factors of 12 and 18 or common divisor of 12 and 18. See, 1 is the common divisor for 12 and 18. 2 is the common divisor for 12 and 18. 3 is the common divisor for 12 and 18. Then 6 is the common divisor for 12 and 18. Okay. So if I want to talk about common divisors or common factor of 12 and 18, so common divisors of 12 and 18 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. But in this specific case, we will talk about highest common factor or greatest common divisors. So out of these 1, 2, 3, 6, the highest common factor or greatest common divisor is 6. So basically 6 will be that greatest number which will divide 12 and 18 simultaneously and completely. Now this is the meaning. How to calculate this HCF? So there are two techniques for calculating HCF. One is called prime factorization method and second is long division method. So let me discuss both of these techniques one by one. Let's talk about prime factorization technique. So in this case, we will prime factorize 12. So if you prime factorize 12, you will get 2 square into 3 power 1. Now, you will factorize 18 because we want to find out highest common factor of 12 and 18. So we will factorize 12 first and then 18. Highest common factor of, prime factorization of 18 is 2 power 1 into 3 square. Now we are looking for highest common factor. So what we will do, we will pick the common basis which is present in the factorization of 12 as well as in the factorization of 18. So see, 2 as a base is present in both. So I'll write down 2. Then 3 as a base is present in both, so I'll write down 3. Now we are looking for highest common factor, so I'll write down the minimum power of 2 that is visible. Out of 2 square and 2 power 1, minimum value is 1, so that is why 2 power 1. And out of 3 power 1 and 3 square, minimum power is 1, so that is why 1. Now 2 into 3, my final answer is 6. So this is the prime factorization technique of calculating highest common factor. I hope this is clear. Now let's understand the long division technique also. Long division technique. So in long division technique, what we will do, we'll divide the highest number out of 12 and 18. Highest number was 18, so we'll divide 18 by 12. Now 12 ones are 12. After this first remainder, I'll check, is 6 less than 12? Yes, it is. So 6 will be my new divisor and 12 will be my new dividend. If the remainder of the first step is smaller than the first divisor, which was 12 here, then that remainder, which is 6 here, will become the new divisor and the previous divisor will become new dividend. Now 6 2s are 12. So in the second step, we got remainder equals to 0. So the divisor of this step where we got remainder as 0 is the HCF. So HCF or GCD of 12 and 18 is what? It is 6. So I hope guys you get an idea what is HCF and how to calculate them. Now let's solve some problems related to them. See, this is the problem number 1. What is the greatest length x such that 3.5 and 8 3/4 are integral multiple of x? So this value as well as this value is multiple of x. This 3.5 is multiple of x. It means x should be factor of this. For example, I know 6 is multiple of 2. I know 6 is multiple of 2. So at the same time, 2 is factor of 6. Okay. So 3.5 is multiple of x. So it means x is factor of 3.5. X 8 3/4 is a multiple of x. It means this x is factor of 8 3/4 also. Now we are looking for greatest value. So we are looking for greatest factor of 3.5 as well as 8 3/4. So x is that greatest number which will divide 3.5 as well as 8 3/4. Now what is 3.5? 3.5 is 3 2s are 6, 7/2. And what is 8 3/4? If we solve this, so 8 3/4 is 8 4s are 32 plus 3 35/4. Now we know that we have to calculate HCF. So in this case, we will calculate HCF of 7/2 and 35/4. Now please be careful here. 7/2 and 35/4 are fractions. So how to calculate HCF of fraction? Please be careful now. For calculating HCF, in the answer, in the numerator, you will write down HCF of the numerators, and in the denominator of the answer, you will write down denominators of the given fractions, or you will calculate LCM of the denominators of the given fraction. See, numerator of the given fractions are 7 and 35. So in the answer, we will do HCF of 7 and 35. And denominator of the given fractions are 2 and 4. So in the denominator of the answer, we will write LCM of 2 and 4. So this is how we calculate highest common factor of fraction. Now, what is highest value that will divide 7 and 35 together? So that highest value is 7. 7 will divide 7 completely as well as 35 completely. Now, what is LCM of 2 and 4? LCM is that highest number which is divisible by the given number. So, highest number which is divisible by 2 as well as by 4 is 4. Sorry, least number. LCM is that least number which is divisible by 2 as well as 4. So, LCM of 2 and 4 is the number, the least number which is divisible by 2 as well as 4. So, LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. Now, if we solve this further, so it comes out to be equal to 1, 3 by 4. So, answer of this question is option D. Kindly check it out. Answer of this question is option D. 1, 3 by 4. I hope guys this is clear. Let's move on to next problem. It says if you have two straight sticks of length 7.5 feet and 3.25 feet, what is the minimum length can you measure? So this question can be solved with the help of two methods. Let me discuss both the methods one by one. Method number 1. Suppose use this length first, and with the help of this length measure a distance of 22.75. How come? So what we have done, we have used this length how many times? We have used this length 7 times, right? So 3.25 when used 7 times, the total measurement is 22.75. Okay. Now, on this very same thread, measure 22.5. Measure 22.5 by using this. So, if you use 7.5 3 times, so 7.5 1 time, 7.5 2 times, 7.5 3 times. So, on the very same thread, if you measure 22.5 by using this first stick or first length 3 times, then the remaining length of the thread will be 0.25. The remaining length of the thread that we have assumed initially will be 0.25. So in this way, the minimum length that we can measure by using these two sticks of 7.5 feet and 3.25 feet is 0.25. Hence option B is the right choice. This is the one way. Okay. Now the other way. See, we want to measure a length, minimum length. So the value should be less than 7.5 and value should be less than 3.25 also. We are looking for the minimum length. Okay. So value that we are looking should be less than 7.5 as well as 3.25. Now, see, out of highest common factor and LCM, your highest common factor is always less than or equal to the smallest number present. Always less than or equal to the smallest number present. What is the meaning? See, what was highest common factor of 12 and 18? It was 6. So 6 is less than 12 as well as less than 18. Okay. You talk about highest common factor of 12 and 24. It will be 12 only. See, out of 12 and 24, 12 is smaller. So your highest common factor will either be smaller than the smallest number or will be equal to smaller number. In this case, your smaller number was 12. So your highest common factor was less than the smaller number. And in the second case, your highest common factor is 12, which is equals to the smallest number present. So highest common factor will either be equal to the smallest number present or it can be less than the smallest number. Okay. So on the similar notion, we are looking for a length which should be less than 7.5 and less than 3.25. So basically in this question, what we will do, we'll calculate HCF of 7.5 and 3.25. Now, what is 7.5? 7.5 is 75 by 10. And what is 3.25? 3.25 is 325 upon 100. So basically, we are looking for highest common factor, or in the other words, you can say greatest common divisor of 75 by 10 and 325 by 100. We just learned how to calculate HCF of fraction. For this, in the answer, we will write down highest common factor of the numerators, and in the denominator of the answer, we will write down LCM of the denominators. Over here, numerator is 75, numerator is 325. So in the answer, HCF of the numerators. Over here, denominator is 10, denominator is 100. So in the answer, LCM of 10 and 100. So this is how we calculate HCF of the fraction. Now, what is highest common factor of 75 and 325? See, 75 is 5 square into 3 power 1. 325, we are doing prime factorization here. 3.25, highest common factor, 3.25, see, 3.25 divided by 5. 5 6 are 30, 5 5s are 15. Sorry, 5 5s are 25. 5 13s are 65, 13 1. So see, 325 is 5 square into 13 power 1. For highest common factor, we will write down the common bases first. So I can see the common base is 5 only. And after it, we'll write down the smallest power of the common base. So over here, common base is 5 and the smallest power of 5 that I can see is 2. Hence, highest common factor is 25. So highest common factor of 75 and 325 is 25. Now, least common multiple of 10 and 100. So least common multiple of 10 and 100 means the least number which is divisible by 10 as well as by 100. So the least number which is divisible by 10 as well as by 100 is 100 itself. Hence your answer is 0.25. So this is the other way. Answer of this question is option B. I hope class you have understood it. So this is it for the day. Thank you so much.